Hi, I'm Freckled. Um, I have to make sure the audio is working because it is a little off, so just give me a second. Some things were coming up, and so just checking on that. Once my phone is working, if you've been here before, you probably know that it doesn't like to work. So yeah, just give me a second on that part. Hi, Ink. Can you hear me? Okay, audio is working. Okay, just had to make sure myself because YouTube isn't notifying me the audio is picking up. Hi, that's a lot of eyes. Today's a fun one for me, at least. I don't think it's going to be as long. Thank you for letting me know, Ink. That's appreciated. But I have a lot for today in the sense of actually doing something for the city. So I already have everything ready. So I'm going to skip the intro and just go straight into Minecraft. However, I do that. Yeah, right here. Sorry. Yeah. So I don't know what you mean by yar, or if I'm just being stupid. Yeah. So not as much as yesterday. If we have time to, I would like to at least start building the other two houses on my list because I have a list of 5 homes and only built 2 of them so far. But I want to finish the gas station and then do the road here on the highway and make some room for an upcoming video that I'm going to be working on, which will be the first official video of Arkwell and also the first one on the channel that's going to be public because all my videos are privated. We're gonna work on a video soon, and we're gonna lead up to working on that video, which is going to be building an apartment complex in Minecraft because that's what's supposed to be right here. And I did some stuff and decided that's what we'll be doing. So I'm going to be building an apartment complex for a video and making that video about all the information required for building apartment complexes. Now I'm not an expert. I did some research last night. I'm doing some more research later today on apartment complexes, but no matter how much I do, I won't be an official expert, so I'm just going to give my opinion. That video is going to be a fun one to make and a really, really tiring one to make. So I do need to add a couple more mods to this world so I can visually have a better experience when making that video, which I have not added yet. I've not added any mods to this world, but I am considering changing the shader pack version from the classic to a more realistic looking sky and water because sometimes it bugs me. Not that it looks bad, but it just looks super odd. WVU idea. Thank you. I asked the Discord. I was like, I have some ideas. What should I do with? And some guy said, oh, you should maybe do an apartment complex, museum, aquarium, or a little shopping center. And I was thinking I was planning to build the apartment complex, so why not make that the video? Because it is going to be several hours worth of building. And for a stream, that's an entire stream dedicated, probably entire 2 streams dedicated to just the apartment complex. They're complexes. They're not just one small structure. Yeah. So, also this street here is now named. Yeah. This street is Plural Drive, I believe. Yeah. And this street is going to go all the way up here, curve, and then go back through there. So it's going to be a long road, but this is Plural Drive. I need to name every street houses are on because the houses need a full address, which consists of what I get notified for. Addresses consist of the street, the house number, and I believe the city and neighborhood. But those 2 attributes aren't really considered right now because I haven't named the neighborhood or the city's Arkwell. There's the street name. Thank you. I kind of just threw it together. I thought of plural because it's kind of the opposite of one, and this street's just one, and so it's kind of contradicting calling it a plural drive because it's just one road. So it sounded nice, and it sounded old because this is an older neighborhood. So I just threw the word drive on there because drive was the best matching road description. I've done too much research. I don't remember most of it on how you name your streets and whatnot, what they're supposed to mean. But I kind of forgot it. So roads sounded right. And so I threw it down. Anyways, time for the gas station because this has been here for the past 2 streams. Also, we're on part 5. We're halfway through. Why am I this guy? I thought I was being Ray, but okay. We're halfway through part halfway through to 10 streams already. That's crazy. Yeah, sorry, that was a lot of confusion because the character. And speaking of this character, I started working on my own custom skin, which will match more like the character you see on screen. So that will be fun. I'm not expert, so it's going to be a little bit of a slow process, but I started it. So yeah. But now we can begin with the gas station, which I don't remember what was going on last. It's a little bit of an odd place. I feel like it should have been backed up a bit because, cars drive through right here and there's not much room for vehicles. Because, I want to make sure they can just park here and then still drive past. And then I want to make sure the sidewalk and road are defined by this planter. Yeah, making skins is really fun. I also like it. I've made a couple having fun with it, but most of them didn't save and they weren't good enough or worthy of keeping. But yeah, I use Blockbench. That's the source that I have currently for making Minecraft textures, and I think I'm going to keep it that way because Blockbench is very, very effective for making skins. That is, making texture packs, I had to resort to using paint.net, whatever it's called. I'm not entirely sure how I'm supposed to do this. I know there's that version right there. It's probably best to actually just ignore this for now and then work on the sidewalk instead. Gonna make these a little longer just for indication that there's something I want to do there. Anyways, the sidewalk. That's the sidewalk. Blue's the sidewalk, right? I sure hope so. Am I gonna elevate it up one block or is it gonna be in the ground? I don't know, because this sidewalk isn't elevated, but I feel like I need to elevate the sidewalk for the purpose of differentiating it all and separating it. Kind of like how we have this right here elevated, but this one's elevated only half a block. Oh, this is confusing. I'll just elevate it a block. So we need to find that block because, yeah, super easy. I forget you can drop blocks. So it should just go all the way for now. You are going to need to make sure there's parking lot space and enough space for the car still to drive even with the parking lots. Which there is enough space for parking lots right here. If they're short parking lots, 3-block parking lots is like the size of the smallest car. But was the smallest car 4 blocks? We'll work on it. We'll work on it. There's a car in the garage right here. I need to go in the garage to see this. This is fun. Just running through the house. That's an ugly car. It's 5 blocks. I was way off. So we need 5-block long parking lots. That's kind of long for a parking lot. Well, it feels that way, but it's obviously not, because that's how long the cars are. So for a parking lot, which I need. What do I use to mark it? I think I should just use the quartz then, because that's what's being used over here. That's the wrong kind of quartz. I really wish, when I exit the menu and reopen it, it takes me back to the same place. I think it does that in Bedrock, because when I close the menu, it just resets. So parking lot would be 1, 2, 3. That's how wide they are. They're a lot longer than I thought I was going to have to make them. Now I don't know what to do. I should be fine. I should be fine if I just 4-block parking lots, maybe? You know what? It's an older parking lot, so why not do 4? Just make it easy for me. It's still gonna fit a car. It's just the car is gonna have the back not fully in the parking lot. It'll be fine. I'm not even gonna put cars in these. Maybe a couple, maybe 2. It's not even gonna look like. It'll be fine. I'm just gonna keep saying that. It'll be fine. I need to make sure there's a parking lot here too, which is going to be. You have to be 3 blocks thick and 4 blocks wide, which would be kind of difficult to include a parking space here. So I don't think I'm going to. I think instead this can be a little spot that lets you drive into the next shopping center or whatever is going to be here. It's probably not going to be a shopping center. It's probably going to be like one store or some commercial business. But yeah, I think it's better to have this be connection rather than it separate it and then require that you go back into the street, into traffic, and then back in. That seems like overly impractical. And gas stations are supposed to be practical. Where we learn. I need to make a slab because it's going to look really aggressive if I don't slope it. So I got to replace all this. And then for the slab, I'm sorry that the keys are really loud. I'm noticing myself that they're quite loud. It's comedic. There you go. I'm going to use the exact same block I use as the sidewalk. I don't think it matters. Yep. Okay. And then right here, I need to make sure that it's all angled properly. So the lane's not wide. The lanes are 3 blocks wide. I'm going to use stone. It is technically wide enough if I put it right up against here. It would be too wide. So let me shrink it a bit by just doing that. Well, that was easy. And then any place like this, what I like to do when making cities is I see a lot of people build cities where they have a lot of concrete space, especially downtown cities, and it's massive amounts of sidewalk space. When it gets too big, I just like to put holes in it and put grass or dead grass, whatever form of decoration. That's not dead grass. Anything really, it just makes cities feel a lot more immersive, a lot nicer, a lot more polished, and overall in the experience of like walking around, it feels nicer to walk around these things rather than just an empty valley of stone. This is a road, obviously, so it's going to be different. I'm talking about sidewalks. People are smaller and slower than cars. Obviously, we don't need to take up the same amount of space for people than we do cars. There we go. Yeah, just like this small little detail like this. It'll go a long way, especially when we have more stuff connecting to it rather than that just being endless stone. I need to actually have a building here, though. I didn't consider that. Building the interior, I built one gas station like this before, and I was like, you know what, I'm doing it again. Building the interior for a building at this angle. Do I need to say anything about that? That's just going to be difficult. I'm going to put it like that. There we go. And it's going to be like a really old gas station, so I'm going to make it just a bland square. And normally I advise building interiors first. And we're going to do the interior, and then we'll modify the exterior with it. But I need an outlook because this building is super weirdly shaped. And so building at this angle is kind of odd. Yeah, I think we can live with that. Okay. Everything the gas station is going to need is obviously a front desk. So I'll indicate that with this little blue here. But before that, I need to make it daytime. Oh, look at that. I didn't fail. I'm so good at this. So we need a little like front desk. What do you call them? Checkouts? Yeah, a checkout. Obviously, we need space for where you go shopping, where you buy things, the shelves, whatever you want to call them. We're going to need freezers, like little refrigerators on the back, whatever you call them as well. I really don't know. We're going to need room for storage. That's going to be part of the back. It needs to be enough storage to fit about the same amount of stuff they would have up front, right? Probably about half the amount of the stuff they would have up front. I don't know. I haven't worked at a gas station. I don't do much research on those parts of the gas stations. Yay. I don't know what you're saying yay to, but I'm sure it was something great. What else do I need in a gas station? Bathrooms. Not every gas station has bathrooms, though. This is a pretty small one. Let's be mean and leave the bathrooms out. No public restrooms here. Yeah, I think that's everything we need for a gas station then. So we can just start planning that. And for the flooring, it needs to be Ugly. That's the rule of thumb in gas stations, I think. Ugly floors. I don't actually know if that's true or not. This is pretty ugly. I think that's perfect. I think that's the exact block I'm looking for building a gas station floor. So yeah, when you enter, you're gonna obviously enter in directly through the middle. So something like this. And then what I want is actually I gotta look at this from a realistic standpoint where the front desk would be. I think, oh wait, this is the middle. I did it wrong, did I? Nah, this is the middle. It's just not aligned with the gas station. Fun. I know a cheat here, and I'm going to use it. If you put things on lines, if you put them on these spots that are a little more in, you can add more blocks without actually looking as far out. It's just the way things work. So now I can have it be a 4-block thick line without it looking as long as it did when I did it the other way. Those little things. Yep. What else? Front desk. That's what we call it. I need the fair location. I think it's going to be right here. Because I think when you're walking in, it's going to be very user-friendly. If it's right there at the very front, like they normally are in the real world. And it's going to have the exact same floor, but I'll outline it using the blue block right here. Oh. That's a decent size. And then obviously we're going to put a wall here. Well, maybe not obviously to you, but obviously to me, we're going to put a wall here that goes to the back directly. So it just connects everything a little better. But I'll probably put the wall a little back just so it separates the stuff, which is kind of what I want it to do. I want it to be a little separated so the front cabinet looks like part of the store rather than being detached. It's better for customer service. And then the rest of this is all store space, but I think we can put the refrigerators, whatever they're called, up against this wall. And I'll use dark gray to indicate that. But we'll just put... Well, actually, I don't know if it's going to be very easy to build refrigerators on a wall at that angle. Well, that's a great challenge, it seems. Let's do it. And then the rest of this is actually a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. It looked like such a small little place, but there's a lot of room in here. Just got to fill it up with the copper floors so it isn't all floating, obviously. Kind of looks like when you have guacamole or whatever it's called. I think that's the right pronunciation. And it goes bad, or like it's not go bad, but it's left over for a while. And it kind of has this like odd look to it where it like looks like Chipotle guacamole. This is what the floor looks like. Was that a good explanation? Does that make sense? This is more accurate. The green, that's more like what it looks like. It's got all like it's got that odd texture. That's what it's making me think of. That's okay, Ink. You're not required to stay. I hope you had a good time while you're here and have a lovely time while you're not. Thank you for stopping by. It is greatly appreciated. So bye. Have a lovely evening, as I say. I didn't even notice the little heart. That's awesome. I love little hearts. I gotta figure out how to do this. I don't... Oh, wow. Now I'm making it look way too big. I'm going to cut this off, actually, right here, where the wall is. And then use a wall here, and that will be the, what do you call it? The back, where all the storage is. And then I want to add some shaping so it's not as visually unappealing from the ground, because it was very Very ugly from a sky view. That's the view, not the ground. Sorry if I'm getting everything a little off right now. It's hard talking and thinking at the same time. I'm sure you can understand that. Okay, place this with concrete. I think concrete is going to be the best looking block for the back. I recently watched a movie called The Mist or something like that. It's a horror movie. My sister made me watch it because she really liked it. It was good. That's not the point, though. There's a scene where they go to the back of a convenience store, and that's stuck in my head now every time I'm doing this. It's going to be really hard not to end up just creating the same scene because like that's basically what I'm making is the back of a convenience store. But yeah. Then obviously we need large doors. And I think the best place is right here. So we'll go like this. That's a large door. That's for connecting within vehicles like those like Amazon delivery truck vehicles you see. They're a little larger. They look like little vans, but they're really boxy. Or like a mailbox. I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully you understand. That's the kind of trucks that you would have. Because we're not doing full semi-trucks for a gas station. No. That seems like, well, I mean, some do. Depends on what it's carrying. But for just simple supplies, we don't need a full semi-truck. Just a normal truck. Are they called trucks? I should do some research on that. That doesn't mean I'm gonna, just because I should. I normally say I'm going to do research on something, and I never do. I wonder if there was something last year I was talking about. Like, I'm going to research that. I didn't. I didn't research it. Oh, it was the pavement, whatever that was called. Okay, I think that's good. We just need a little bit more planning. There's going to be a door right here, and then a door right there. They're too close together. We probably just connect them all by this one door. And then we're going to need another back door here to get to the back. From a sky view, it doesn't look bad. I don't think it does at all. I think when we have the apartments right here, it's not even going to really look noticeable. And then we're going to have more stores here. We'll kind of like, yeah. I'm going to trust the process that the end result is going to be perfectly fine. Because why should I care? Yeah, that's the mentality we have here. I need to fix this. This doesn't look good. There you go. Now there's room to actually like get into the registers or whatever. Okay, I guess perfect time for a little water break. I can definitely tell that I'm talking more than I normally do because I need to drink water this much. I drink a lot of water every day, but not because I need to, out of choice. And I need to, or else I'm going to lose it. That's the condition I've been left in due to my obsessive amount of talking when streaming. But maybe one day all the streaming will help me with my vocal cords and I'll be able to talk for like hours on end without any loss. I can sing for hours on end. My voice doesn't. When I do that, what's going on? No, I spelled it wrong. That's no one saw that one. That's forever marked in history where I spelled that one wrong. I hate this. I got it right too. It was just an uppercase. It was a misclick of a cat button. That's just disrespectful. Anyways, wall-wise, I don't know if I remember speaking of what I wanted the building to look like. I need to think about it. It's a really old gas station. It's probably going to be a brick building, right? Yeah. That feels right. I don't feel like it would be otherwise. So I guess it's going to be a brick building. All in favor of otherwise? I'm not listening. I'm not going to listen to you. But what brick type? Because I have a lot of bricks. You have the texture bricks and then the default brick. So the 3 textures are these ones. And that's the default. That's way too aggressive. It looks too fresh. It's too neutral. I think I should just do the red bricks because the brown bricks don't complement for this building, right? Yeah, I think the red bricks is going to work just fine. And we already outlined it with red, so it was kind of like foreshadowing. Yeah. So just outline this. And then I want accents on the building. It is an old building, which does mean the walls are going to be a lot more bland and ugly. The front, though, is still going to have this modern try look to it. Is that a way of explaining it? It's going to try to look modern, but it's still an old building. I need the floor piece again. Fun. Where is it? Here's. Oops, I replaced the sidewalk on accident. Let's fix that. A lot of fixing needs to be done. It's like so much time is just spent fixing a single click like that. If I could just click one button and grab the block that I'm looking at, that would be so much nicer. Can I get a mod just do that? Is that possible? Is there a mod that works like that? Because I would get it if I could. That looks really cool, the shader pack. The way it neutralizes the light going through. But what way is the light going through from? The light's going through from this way. Huh. I don't think the glass should be like that. We need to figure out where the door is going first. Sorry. I'm probably like right there. Yeah. Just a normal glass wall with 2 doors on either side? Or would it be better to do... I think that works. And then a window and a window. Right? I think that works. I think we can do something like this. It's minimalistic, but it's like... It's got the glass. A large amount of glass that like you would expect in a modern gas station. Modern and a contemporary gas station. Sorry. Maybe more glass? I feel like if I do more, I'm doing too much. No, actually, I think that looks just fine. Because the angle we have it at allows us to do something like this where it doesn't end up looking super weird. So that's nice to have. Got to understand your building. So I did not know that. That was just coincidence that I tried it out and it worked out for me. But if you build in this design a lot, I'm pretty sure you can understand what works and how to take advantage of the corners like that. Because obviously building something like this isn't going to look the same if I built it flat. It would look a lot uglier, a lot less appealing flat, and so I would need to add more depth and shapes. Where, because it's at this odd angle, the flat look works out. And then I need a little billboard, which is going to play effect in 2 ways. This is almost the height of a house. It's a little taller than a house. Not counting the roof of the house. But this little billboard piece is going to play effect in 2 ways. It's going to allow the roof to be higher without looking like a high roof. And it's also going to add the modern aesthetic that I was talking about. And I want trapdoors here to kind of look like a highlighter on it. So I don't know if I'm going to do 2 or 3 blocks in height for this. If I do 3, it's going to look too wide probably. So I'll just do 2. Like this. Oh. And then on the other side. Good. And then on the top, because I want to make the whole thing kind of come together. And I want to use trapdoors instead of slabs because they're a lot thinner, so it's a lot less aggressive. And that imitates the kind of modern aesthetic for it. It's funny looking. It's very funny looking. It's supposed to, though. It's supposed to look funny. Gotta make it. So with elevation-wise, I need it to be as high as this is. It's gonna look really weird, though. It is. It is gonna look very weird, though. We'll be fine. Epic physical reference, maybe. So the reason why I need to be like this is so we can have the roof here, and then we can have the actual roof here. That way we don't have to have worries about with the lights and stuff. Because if I design the roof 1 block thick, then the lights are gonna like go through like the gas station is only 1 block thick, so I had to put the lights like this, or else you would see the lights on the roof, and I'm sure you understand. I'm sure you've built in Minecraft before. This wall, I'm just gonna make beige, kind of like the houses. There we go. There's the door. What door am I gonna use though? I think I could just use like a normal Minecraft door, probably like this one. I use this one a lot. And then I can just connect it all up so it doesn't look odd. Building at this angle is a weird one, as I've said before, because I keep saying that. There we go. Gonna highlight some stuff like the front desk and the refrigerators. And then the back. The back is just gonna be more brick. I have to place all these bricks manually because the way that I would normally do it doesn't really work at a system built at this angle. Only works for like the straight classic Minecraft grid, the mod that I use. So I'm gonna have to place all these bricks manually. A little more time consuming. The next gas station I build is definitely going to be on a straight line. It would be fun to compare the two, but also because I don't want to spend this long on a gas station. It's been several streams, and we're only now finishing it on the 5th one. I think it was built on the 2nd stream. Yeah, I started on the 2nd stream, and we're on the 5th stream now. We're only finishing it. And we're 30 minutes through. Sorry. We're 30 minutes through building. And this is what we've got so far, which is more than what we had before. Like, we're gonna be optimistic with it. It looks good for me. I don't know what you think about it. That doesn't matter. Okay, there could be a door right here, and this is an outdoor, a door that goes out, not an outdoor. So maybe something like this. It's kind of odd when I do it that way, though. I don't hate it. We'll do more working. And then I need to include a ladder or indication is what I would say more so, because it's not actually going to be a ladder, but indication that there's a ladder going up. So I'll do like 2 of these. Like this, and then they'll go over. Like that, kind of indicate that there is a ladder. That's not the worst way to do it, but I think it's a little odd, but it works. Like I'll go with that way. But yeah, we just pretend there's like a ladder that takes you up here onto the roof. And then I'm gonna design this one's roof a little differently for the block. I think maybe, I don't know. I think cobble deep slate. I think that could work for the block. Its dark texture would be like a nice look to it, complementing with the red brick and then the light gray of all the concrete roads and sidewalks and parking lots. That's the word I'm looking for. So yeah, I think this is a good choice. It has a really pretty sound to it. Unfortunately, y'all can't hear it because that's what's going on. I did say that I was going to work on the audio stuff, but there's a lot of reasons why I haven't, and I still don't know if I'm gonna. Yeah, does that make sense now? It makes more sense to me. Coming up, and now you're on the roof. It's gonna be a little harder to put stuff on top of the roof like we did there because there's no, like I can make this three. I can make this 3 blocks instead of 2. That would look really tall, and then I couldn't put banners on it, which I just want to run some banners over it so it looks, a little bit, like that. Like it's supposed to say something. I think I've seen some people do it where they just mix match the banners, which I actually don't hate when there's a consistency to it. It's kind of nice. Yeah. It's weird. There's no denying that much. It's very weird. But it's also kind of nice, kind of unique. I need stone because right here is damaged. Fixed. And on the inside, I put some lights over here because I want to do the roof first so I could have the lights kind of hanging up. And because of that, I actually need to replace these blocks with this so it doesn't look as out of place like it did before. But yeah, I'm going to use N rods because I think that's like a good block for the inside of a structure. I'm getting confused where the grid is at because this doesn't build on the grid. There we go. There's one, and then probably put a second right here. Yeah. Torches. I'm sorry. Switches. We put some here so it looks like it's holding up the end rods. Very nice. I realize that this is going to be the first commercial building in the entire world. How do I feel about a gas station being the first commercial building in the entirety of... Like, I can't go back on that. Once I finish this world, I could never make like a new first. How do I feel about that? I really don't know how that makes me feel. But a gas station's cool. You know, it shows where my head's at. I'm trying to build things realistic, not to some perfect world. I want to make the real world. No, not the real world. If you all know what I'm talking about when I say not the real world, then good for you. I'm sorry you have to know that information. But if you don't, good for you. I don't know how to do the garage design. I don't know what block in a darker color because a white garage isn't the look I want to go for in this sense of this. So I think I don't know. I don't see any blocks. Oh, this works. This texture. Using my texture pack again. How nice is it? I mean, it's not the prettiest. I need some torches. I feel like it would look really good with some torches. Ooh, red ones. Very nice. Now it's coming along. And then maybe a slab. Something like gray up here. Yeah, now it's looking like a Jurassic Park gate. It's kind of scary. Like stay out kind of feel to it. And then in here is just going to be fencing. What? Shelving. Yeah. So I'll do a couple of these to indicate the shelf, if that makes sense. Like, well, that holds it up. Sorry, I was the word there. They're a little big, but that's fine. Like this. Yeah, I think that looks good. And then right here has to be more open, but not entirely. So I think I can put like a small table there. And then we can put another shelf here. Because that's kind of all that matters. All this is just for shelving space, store supplies. And then a fire hydrant thing. They're not fire hydrants. What are they called? No one's here to ask. The little things. Let me look for a block to imitate it first, and then I'll find the words. It's red. I'm sure everybody knows what I'm talking about. You know, I'll just use this. Right here seems like a good spot, and then I'll use some gray concrete to board it off. And then finally, I need a sort of trap door as an indication it's blocked off. No one's gonna understand what that is but me, but I like adding those details. Is it a fire hydrant? I don't think so. I think fire hydrants are just the red ones that go by the sides on like sidewalks and whatnot. You know what a fire hydrant is. I don't think they're also called fire hydrants. But the little red things. you know. I know you know. Water break. Haha, I grabbed the door. Thought I was gonna fail at that. I need to replace it with concrete because it wasn't concrete before and that did not look good. Yeah, I think that's a good bank area. I don't think I need to question it more. Oh, it's raining. Awesome. Yeah, we haven't built a roof yet. It's raining. It looks super pretty. Let's build the refrigerators using. Should I just do like an iron door? Do I want that? I don't know how I want to build the refrigerators, but I'll build else like this. I know it looks terrible, but I don't think I care. If you care, I think people would say something like "sucks to suck to that," but I don't care. Let's build up real quick, and then something like this to connect all, and then white quartz is probably the best option again for the roof, like that, and then iron doors. So like here, here, here. That won't work for obvious reasons. So maybe instead we just do nothing and indicate refrigerators like that and just pretend there's some glass over it. Imagination. And then we can work on the actual shelving, which is just going to be some quartz again in white. YouTube's telling me it's time for a break. How about later? And then yeah, we just put some shelving, which is super simple. I don't really care for how the shelving looks because it's just stairs that indicates. That's what matters. It just needs to indicate what's here, because then people use the imagination to fill in the rest. See? That indicates shelving. You've played enough Minecraft to know exactly what that's supposed to be. Then I think I want the other shelves to go vertically instead of horizontally. What is going on? There we go. That was really trippy. I need to do the same thing again? I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay, now it's coming along. Now I'm starting to understand. No, it ain't gonna work like that. It just isn't gonna work like that. We gotta fill those in with just normal blocks. And then I just like putting a slab at the top so it's a little taller. They're not always above the eye of the shopper. Sometimes they're shorter. But I like the look of them when they're taller. But then we'll put a short one at the front. I don't know if we have much room to put like a actual full dedicated one, so I'll just do like a half mark there. And then right here, we don't have a mod for this. Whoa, no. We're just trying to grab some stuff. Yeah. We need some shelving back here, and I'm gonna make it like a different look to it because I think that tells a story with that look. Makes this place feel like there's more to it. Otherwise, everything's too consistent. It all starts to feel fake or modern. And we're not building a modern place. This place is old. So there needs to be history with the structures. So that's what I'm doing here. And then trash can on the side. So I'll just do like a black one for a trash can right there. That's what's supposed to be. Doesn't mean it's going to look like one. And then we need like actual cash registers, which I'm just going to use like just gray slabs. Yell at me if you don't like it. I don't care. Yeah, and then what would be here would be things like medicines and stuff that's drugs. Stuff that's more valuable. You can't just let people run up and grab it for themselves. There's other stuff here. That's the main thing people associate with, cigarettes and medicines. And I'm pretty no age-restricted drinks are listed in things like refrigerators. Now I can implement the roof, which is going to just be normal concrete, because I think that's going to look completely fine. And we already have a really ugly floor, which I'm not even noticing it's an ugly floor when we've implemented all the furniture, which is really nice. And then for the lights, white lights is the light I want to go with. So I'm going to grab that. I don't want them to be yellow lights. That's more housing and pedestrian-friendly areas. Or industrial zones. It's kind of contradicting to say that, it's normally housing and friendly zones, but then also every single industrial zone, which is like not housing and very not pedestrian friendly, also all like to use yellow lights. I don't know how to do the lights here, so I'm going to try something, and if I don't like it, I'm not going to care. Yeah, like that maybe? It's weird. It's very weird. It's very weird. There we go. And then another list. No, we got to do one more block. We got to make they're aligned. There we go. And then to align it again, it would have to be right there. Is that too close? No, that's about the same distance we did before, but I feel like I want to do it on the further one because it's closer to the front, which is what matters. We want to light up the front a lot because people need to see. It needs to be very obvious that this gas station exists. And oh wow, this is a low ceiling. Actually, it doesn't look that bad. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. Take it back. But yeah, if people don't know this gas station, like a little commercial store here, then people are going to go right past it. So we want it to be very obvious and indicatable, which is, kind of like the whole purpose of why these look the way they do with the giant blue stripes. And then that's entire purpose is also let people know. It's basically an advertisement. I need whatever that block was called. Cobble deep slate. So this is what it looks like when you mine it then, I'm assuming. Because like cobblestone. I don't play survival enough to really remember these small details. But I think this is what it turns into when you mine it. I think I'm right about that. And then regular deep slate is what it looks like when you're mining. Yeah, almost the exact same though. Where like stone and cobblestone look really different. Kind of fun. I love the sound. I'm getting distracted and not wanting to speak because I just want to hear it. You'll be fine if I'm quiet. I'm trying not to speak as much this stream because I spoke a lot last stream and it kind of bothered me. It was too much talking. And sorry if I get really quiet. I do refrain from a consistent way of talking. I noticed that. I don't know how well my mic picks up on anything really. I'll figure some of that stuff out when I make actual videos and then going back and forth with all of it. Probably not the best way to manage it, but whatever. Now I can do some roof decorating because it's ugly right now. It's not that ugly. I like the texture a lot, but roofs look a lot prettier when they're uglyified. Is that even the way to phrase it? I don't know. Put some stuff here. I don't even know. I haven't done any research on like how to design the tops of roofs, so like what goes on top of them. That's a factor, something I do want to look into and actually research. But I'm also scared of researching that, knowing it, and then being annoyed when nobody else does. I kind of like not knowing because then I don't have to worry when I see people that do it that don't know. And when people do know, it just happens to look right. And like, oh, they're really good at that. So I'm gonna continue to like the idea of not knowing, so I don't know. I'll put some like vents up here or whatever. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what goes up here. I will need a power box somewhere. I like making them green, so I'm gonna make one. And I'm not gonna put it on the roof. I'm gonna put it down here. Probably on this side. I think that's a good spot. So there we go. Power box, transformer, energy, stuff. I'm sure you understand. I didn't research that. I'm not the most. I know that's what those are. I know that there's some that also go on the front of buildings. I know they're transformers and power boxes that control the energy that gets taken from the power cables to go into the building. I did research power cables. I need a second one though. I can't just have one. I need a what are they called? I forget what they're called. I apologize. But there's the spots where you get to like control the powers directions. You get to pick like all the little switches, you know, like in Jurassic Park. Best example. Yeah, I think that looks good. I think roof also looks just fine. It's rather sub-lacquer look. It matched with the gas station's odd look too. And then this place, probably breathing air in there is probably not a very fun feeling. So I want to include some vents right here. I put them a little too high. I need to grab the bricks back. Are those the textured bricks? Too good at making textures in Minecraft that I can't tell. No, I can easily tell. I just don't remember what they look like. Never mind. I need an indication of. I say that word a lot, of a fan. So I'll just do something. Dang it! I'll just do something like that for now. What matters is indication from the inside. It does the job. Like I don't really care if it doesn't look perfect. And then on the outside, that's where I can like make it look good. How though? I have no idea. I haven't built many of these before, so I'll just try to like throw some things together that feel right. I also want a little switch. Actually, I think if I use an item frame, that will look better. I could have sworn. Oh, they are. Yeah. Like it's not bad. You can tell what I'm trying to make, right? And then probably some block that indicates like a fan look to it, but I have absolutely no idea what block that would be. So I'm just gonna put any block directly in the middle. But yeah, there's little AC units, what they're called, right? And that's where they connect by. Though I wonder if there's a block that I could use that would look better. Maybe a furnace. You know, I feel like a furnace actually does kind of do the job. I'll keep that there, and if I don't like it one day, I'll change it. So that finishes the gas station. Yay. Well, sorry for that pronunciation. That was really poorly pronunciated. Yep, that's the words. I guess I'm out of it every day, because I can't say I'm out of it today when I was out of it yesterday as well. Yesterday, last stream. Okay, we need to do the sign. And that's going to be simple, I think. Just 2 block types. I'll grab stairs just in case I need to do that. And then I need blue, dark blue concrete. So something like this. That's like pretty much just it, right? The gas station sign. I know there's supposed to be other signs here too, so I'm thinking something else, like that. I don't know. I didn't look up a gas station sign for this, so I don't have any like reference. And then some other smaller businesses nearby could promote their stuff next to the gas station as well. And then right here, where is that block that we used for the sidewalk? Right here, we could include another sign. I noticed that I'm actually pretty quiet. I'm quieter than I normally am. So yeah, sorry if that's bothering, but let's do this. So it goes all the way up to a pretty good height. I did not do any counting or calculating to what kind of height it would be, just what feels right. And then go up to, is that too high? That feels too high because it's going over the gas station head. So what I mean by the head is just the highest point of the gas station. Because I'm pretty sure most people don't use that choice of wording the way that I just did. Yeah, we'll just do that. And then what is listed here is gas prices and stuff. It is pretty much all just gas prices, the type of gas they have and the pricing. Pricing, sorry. Probably look better if I did it a little differently though. Got rid of this one at the bottom. Nope, there's supposed to be 2. And then I need, oh, someone else is here. Xander. Hi. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you had a good one. Don't know if you're still here or not. Don't know how long you came in. Sorry for ignoring you, basically. I don't know if there's any other way to explain that. Hey, you are still here. Hope you're having a good day. Thank you for coming in, saying hi. Don't really know what to say, you know. That's just kind of how it goes. Just gonna end up being a little, yeah. And you know, hope you're having a good time. That's kind of all I got. I'm really, literally like, I got nothing. I don't think this is gonna work. Doing it this way. My image in my head was not at all how the real product turned out. So destroy those. And I think I'm just going to leave it the way it is. And I'll do some more research on that later to find a better result. To try to make the gas station look a little more accurate. Yeah. Well, welcome in. And feel free to leave whenever you want. Don't feel pressured, because I know I often feel very pressured to leave. In streams, I get afraid too. So yeah, don't feel pressured to. You know, that's where that ends. I gotta finish the gas station now. I gotta do the parking spaces, because that's, I think, the last step. I put that off. Well, technically, the last step is all the polishing, getting all the sidewalks around and whatnot. Whoa, is what you said. I don't know what you're saying whoa to. I hope that's a good thing. I need to make sure this is wide enough. It needs to be 3 blocks. So I think I can get away with 2 block distance, because it looks like 3 blocks. So 2 and then a third. And then 2 and a third again. And 4 blocks out. I like the gas station emoji, and thank you very much. I try. Not an expert, second time ever building a gas station like this. I would show everybody the, specifically just you, Xander, because you are the only one here, but I would show everybody what my original first attempt looked like if I still had that world. Or do I? I might actually have it back. I could technically. I could load that up after finishing this gas station. Show you all that first ever Minecraft city gas station like this. And it was like the big project I was working on before I moved on to Java. Me and my brother owned a realm, and I built in it like every month or so, building like whatever I felt like. Yeah. I need to get rid of this. That one can't be there. I need stone. And then maybe a small indicator that the parking lot ends. Don't really know how to do it in that size. Probably something like that. That does the job. And then right here, I need to go out 4. That's 5. I can get away with this. I can get away with this. No, I'm not getting away with it. Maybe I'm gonna try everything I can. I want to make sure that there's enough room for parking. Oh, oh wait, it might actually be possible. Minecraft cars to the city. So I don't want to because a lot of the Minecraft mods I've seen are over aggressive. If one day, say this project goes on for a really long time, hoping, I continue this project till I no longer have interest in it, which could be years, and I would love that. But let's assume the rest of this year I continue this project onwards. I hope that I have enough talent within building my own mods to make my own car pack, because my biggest problem with cars in Minecraft is they look way too they're too much. I was playing a really cool gun mod in Minecraft. That's what I have this guy on for, and it was really good. It was like Fortnite level gun experience. But the problem is it's too good. This is Minecraft. It's unimmersive, and I want this city to always feel like Minecraft, even with things like texture packs and mods. And with cars like that, a lot of the car packs I see that are to my expectations, if that's the right wording, are too good. So I would like to make my own cars. That way they can always look like Minecraft cars. Super simplistic, but still good enough that they look like cars. Because if you look for super simplistic, they're going to look like straight up blocks. They're going to look like, Lego cars built 70 years ago. Really bad. And if you look up, just normal car mods, they're really impressive. Like some really talented developers designing them. And so hoping by around the end of this year is probably around the time that I might actually go out and do that, making my own car mod and having cars. But I have no intent of actually adding them to the city. That's kind of how I want to do everything, though. I want to make it all myself. That's my way of thinking. Oh, it just lined up absolutely perfectly. It does not line up absolutely perfectly. It would. That's 3 parking lots there. 4 parking lots there. That's not bad parking space. Technically, though, if we're considering employees, that's like 3 cars, right? So it's sorry, 3 car spaces already occupied, and that would be like the Osler right there. So there isn't that many car spaces, but not that many people are parking at a gas station parking lot. Most of them park around right here. While they fill out, they go. Help it, yeah. Anyways, now I can use my super amazing building mod because I haven't used that yet this stream, and I got to use it at least once a stream. Boom. Oh wait, this goes down. Oh. I didn't realize this is actually going to go down. So I think I can just put like a wall here using brick. Ooh, should I use my texture pack again? Got to every time I get the opportunity. And this brick was so ugly before I made the texture for it. And so I have to use this brick just to honor the fact that I fixed it. I fixed everyone's least favorite block in Minecraft. Okay, before I continue anything, I'm going to take a small break. So I will be back in a minute. Bye. Never to be expected, I actually came back. I held up to my promise. I didn't leave you forever. What's next? Oh, yeah, the sidewalks around it. Oh, I completely forgot something. There's a garage right here, which means there needs to be road access right here, which means we need to build something. I'm not sure, because right here is going to be the apartment complex. We could do a direct connection like this, but due to the way we have it over here, it makes more sense if we did roads and then it went back and around. It's overly complicating things, but it makes sense that it would be hidden in the back because you wouldn't want all that to be right in front of customers' eyes. And it would be if I put the garage on this side. I don't know how we're covering that. We'll cover that up with plants and trees. So I guess we ended up doing it right on accident. Or I ended up making an excuse for how we did it right so I don't have to fix anything. So yeah, I'm just gonna put some stone here. I do think I want to texture it at least a bit, because this is the kind of road that wouldn't get maintenance when it gets damaged. It would just stay damaged. So I'm going to look for some blocks that I can texture it with. Probably wool, light gray wool. That's a good one. And yeah, these 3 blocks. I feel like the light gray wool it's light gray wool. Sorry for that silence. Light gray wool is a little aggressive, but it should be fine. So try to wrap it around. It's going to go out at least enough for like a fan to fit in here. That's what we need to be here. I just don't want it to be too much that it would get in the way of the construction of the apartments. But if we're being realistic with this, the apartments would have been built after the housing. I'm sorry. The apartments would have been built after the gas station, because the gas station would have been built with the housing. But the apartments are going to be built after the housing, which means after the gas station, and they're going to be newer style apartments. So it's just a ton of indications, which means that technically the apartments would get in the way of the gas station. There wouldn't have been apartments when developing the gas station. So I need to think of how that would end up working, because I can't just be like, well, I am building the two as if they were built simultaneously, because in real life they're not built simultaneously. So I can't go off of trying to make sure that they don't combat each other. I just build the gas station how the gas station would have been built when it had all the free land, and then build the apartments how they would have been built after the gas station was already constructed. To an extent, I need to make sure, though, because they would have torn down some things to do with the gas station if it got in the way too much. Like if this parking lot was way oversized, I need to consider that still. Make sure that both those factors are considered with every block I place. And I feel like this should be a little sidewalk space, maybe, now that I'm thinking about it. So let me do that. Just indication. There it is. Said the word again. Just indication there's a little sidewalk here, so vehicles kind of know that this is not like driving, and so it's a little more safe. It's friendly. That's what matters. So let's put this here. Yeah. Oh, should I do it on here? No. That's a lot of no's. I should not do it on that side. As soon as I ask the question, I realize why I shouldn't. And then boring process of placing 100 blocks down. Probably already placed more than 100 just here. It's pretty large. And I need to make this how wide? I think 4 blocks wide. Yeah, that makes sense because it's not a truck. A truck would be 4 blocks wide, which means this would be too tight, but it's like a van, which is 3 blocks wide. There we go. And does it connect up perfectly? Yeah. That's nice. I think it was going to connect up perfectly. I don't think it's possible for it not to. That's just the way blocks work. Yeah, it's not looking too bad. I'm not disliking it. The car drives in, comes in here. Getting around in this space is going to be really difficult, but no one said it was supposed to be easy. parking as a truck driver is not a task that you just walk off. There we go. Wait. What's going on right here? Huh? It doesn't make sense. Whatever, I'll leave it like that. So yeah, this would drive into here. It's elevated a block, so I need to lower the elevation. It's going to go down. Probably could have done it over here as well. Would have made sense, honestly, if it was lowered. But that's okay. I don't mind these little things. It adds some depth, and like I like to say, I like to add depth like that kind. The very small elevations that happen all the time. They're subtle, they're not noticeable, but they mean a lot more than a flat city. And they're a lot better than having to build massive hills, because those take forever, get in the way of everything, and don't always look good. This grass is so dead. It has a shine to it. It's so dead that it's sparkly. I think that makes sense. The shader pack doesn't register this as like grass though, but I also think the shader pack just adds a texture, like a smooth shade to it. I don't know what you'd call that. Just because I've built games before does not mean I know the name to everything. Auto shade smooth. One of the most annoying pieces in Blender, but also super nice. How big is this gonna go out? Needs to, like, you know, sidewalk that goes around. Oh, now I think I know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna double it. How the sidewalk go around here. Wait, I need to grab the blocks. So I think the sidewalk will go over straight up into the backspace. But then also continue on forward. And no one specifically, I literally mean that. I don't have anybody in mind when I say this, but I know there are people that would just fill this whole thing up with concrete. If you're trying to learn anything from watching me build cities, it's don't do that. That's going to look bad. Unless you're building this off of a very specific area where it does do that. And if it does, there's reason for that. So find that reason. Please, just, it bothers me so much when there's giant planes of concrete like that. It just doesn't look good in the use of like exploring the city and playing in the city, but also in the use of taking photos and making videos and showing the city and all the above. Because I'm sure every time I look at cities in Minecraft, I always see all these videos about city tours. People just showing the entirety of the city, what they built so far. I'm sure I'm going to have to build those one day, make those videos. And I want the experience of running or walking through the city to be very visually appealing. And this is one of the ways you do that. If this was a plain piece of concrete, it would not look that way. It would just look ugly. But there's reason. There's reason for why they do that. So make sure that you understand your city and you know why it would look the way it does. Because when building certain structures, I'm probably going to contradict myself a lot, and I'm going to make it very clear why I'm doing so, because there's reason for it. And then I need some grass. I like this grass because it just makes the whole thing feel a lot nicer. I kind of wish I textured the grass so it would have looked shorter. It's a little tall. The original plan for dead grass was to actually do the fake grass block, but I accidentally did them in reverse, and instead of changing it, I just decided I would go with it. So now the fake grass, where is it? Here. Has this little short grass version, which was supposed to be the dead grass version. Instead of texturing the dead grass version to look like that as well, I went with the default texture of the dead grass's original texture design, which was the pink grass in the nether. I used the nether blocks for this. That's why they're right next to it. So yeah, we got fake grass. I can't wait to use this one day because it's going to make a house look so good. Personally, when you have like the houses with the real grass and it's kind of dead and dry grass, and you have like the mansion with the fake grass and it's all lit up, it's just going to be like that. Those little details I'm going to be really proud of. It's becoming daytime. I also need plants, and because I'm doing the dead grass, I want to do the really dead looking plants, which is these two, because it's just funny to me how dead they look. Like, look at these. These are dead. And then I actually don't think I want. Of course, I had to damage it. I had to overcomplicate everything for me. I don't think I want plants next to this. Like, make this dirt, because it seems. Sorry for that. Like, trying to just do this while speaking. It seems dangerous to have like some plants growing by, and also annoying growing by the electric box. That's the word. That's the word I'll use. The little electric box. That one's fine because that one's elevated. That one's not. Accessing would be like all the above. I know that some of them and many of them are built directly on the grass, but in this sake, it's going to have all the plants just removed. And then we'll put more alive bushes right here. Whoa, that's maybe too alive. That is strong. Let's see. Do these look good? That's not bad. I kind of like this one. Yeah, it's not as dead. And the reason why is because we're going to have a tree here where this is uncared for. There's a tree to care for. And I'm just going to use a tree sapling. This tree here. And then bone meal it. It'd be fun to put a little flower in here too. I kind of forgot flowers were a thing in Minecraft. Little, since you are here, Xander, I think you said your favorite color is orange. So I'm going to put a little orange flower. It needs to be on dirt though. Here we go. Little orange flower. That's because of you. I like doing these things. Ink was here before. I don't know what his favorite color was. I don't think he's told me more than once. I don't remember when I asked. So I don't know. But maybe something else we can do. Yeah. We could put a little ink splatter somewhere because it's a gas station. It would totally fit. And Ink's name's Ink. So let's do that. Let's put some like ink that's, it's going to be more like oil, but let's put a little bit of, oh, we could build a car that's broken down and have some oil coming out. And that oil could be a reference to ink because oil and ink kind of look similar. So we'll build a car right there in a minute. And that's our reference to ink. And this is our reference to you, Xander. Because your favorite color is orange. I think, last time we spoke about favorite colors, I'm pretty sure that was the color you brought up. I know it was at some point, but I don't know if that's the new favorite color. But whatever. And there's a nice little tree. Not the prettiest tree design, but I forget that we're in like some shopping center. It's pretty nice looking. I'm happy with it. Is there anything else? Like, of course, we need to attach this. That's just gonna be sidewalks. This is the boring side. See, this is the ugly side that just looks industrial, where there is no plants in life. That's also because this is gonna be like, this is where the shopping center, whatever you want to call it, is a shopping center, where it ends, because right there is the apartments. And the apartments will not have been built on top of a store. Unless the store was being taken down and no longer of use for a very long amount of time, because you wouldn't just take it down if it was newly shut down. You'd be looking for people to buy it. The above. So clearly that's where the shopping center ends. So this is just kind of becoming life and plants, and then we'll build it there. We'll build the apartments there. That's gonna be for video though. That's not gonna be on stream. Huh. How is this gonna work? Probably cut that off by like that. So it's 3 blocks. So there's a bit of 2 blocks worth of sidewalk space, and then we can put slabs, and then that connects it all back up again right here. That's nice, I think. The chat have a delay. I'm sorry. I don't think I 100% follow with what you're trying to say. If the chat's delayed, or if like I'm delayed. That's just kind of like every stream I've ever seen being delayed. I don't know how to fix that. But you say the chat. So I don't know if the chat's the source that I'm using has a delay before it adds the messages onto the chat. That's just built into the system. I don't know if I was able to change it. I think we tried putting it to 0, me and my brother. He's helping me out with all of it. Yeah, I don't think there was an answer to making it like instantly pop up. I think it just needs to like read the chat and then see what's new and then show it, which is why there's a delay. Of course, just making assumptions. And is oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my there we go. Okay. That was a bit of trial and error. Kitty cat just scared me. Yeah, I like that. I think it's good enough. Cooked? Like me messing up or something else. I don't know what's cooked. Duh. There's no actual ladder there. That's fun, but I'm not putting an actual ladder there. I think we finished the gas station. So that's for the cars. Because that's not part of the gas station. Neither is that. This is all like the end of the gas station kind of situation. I have a weird way of talking. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not very good at not messing up. Like when I try to make it daytime, I'm scared. That's why. You see that? Just take a moment to breathe. Every time I try to change the time of day, I get one thing wrong. Every time. It's just history. I'm gonna put some cars down. They're gonna look really stupid, but I like how stupid they look. I want to put a blue car. Ooh, you know what I just thought of? There's a white car in a scene in Breaking Bad when Walter White's walking out of a store after it just blew up and he's just walking away from the explosion. There's a little white car in the background. I'm gonna put a car just to represent that. I grabbed the wrong block. I'm supposed to do wool. That's concrete powder. Wool's up here. And then the other car. I don't want the other car to be blue wool. That's gonna look way too intense. But I want it to be a blue car. So I'll do like this and then give it a gray roof maybe. Or what if I made it? I'm thinking. Bro, crying face? What? Did I do something wrong? Did I say something? There's a lot I could have done. I'm gonna make this a little what do you call these? A cute car. That's what I'm gonna call it. It's a cute car. And then this one's just gonna be a normal sedan. In white, it's not any normal sedan. It's the sedan that shows up in Breaking Bad in that very one scene. I do this a lot. I remember those one scenes stick with me. See, they're absolutely adorable looking. It's ridiculous. No car in the world should ever be built like this, but I don't mind. So whatever. And then I need some license plates. Wait, yellow. What do Texas license plates look like? I don't remember. I'm supposed to grab yellow for the front lights here, not yellow for the license plate. License plate needs to be a white sign. It's not going to look much like a license plate. I have to change these out or else it's going to look weird. I just want the color lights of the front of the cars to be different. Because I think that does a lot for the look at that. Yeah. And then I need a gray button so I can indicate the wheels being actual wheels here. I can't do it on the inside of the cars, but I can do it on the outside of the cars. And I can't put any indications of of red lights on the back. That's what they're called. I'm doing this for Breaking Bad. I'm doing this, yeah, from. Sorry, I didn't mean to like correct you like that. That felt rude. Yeah. This is not where the gas station idea came from. It's just there's a scene that's similar and it reminded me of it. So I put the white car. I think that's good. I think those cars are good. They're cute. Now we have 3 cars officially in the map. Yeah, it's in New Mexico. That's where Breaking Bad takes place. We're building in Texas. Closer to Dallas, but the inspiration of the city is Houston. And then the other city that I'm using as inspiration, which is more of the inspiration, is Philadelphia. I don't know. I saw Philadelphia like oh, we gotta build this car still, like a year ago. Not literally, but a while ago. And I liked it. And I was like, I need to build that. I need to build that city in something. And that something just happened to be Minecraft. So we're building Philadelphia in Texas. Except I'm making up the city layout. Philadelphia is just the inspiration for the city layout. We haven't even gotten to the downtown yet. The downtown's gonna be way over there. It's probably gonna be another like 50 streams before we start working on the downtown. Because we still have so much to get together before we can just start the downtown. I don't like when people start with the downtowns when they build cities because it's too aggressive and then you have no, like what makes up a city to me is the environment around it. That being, what kind of car is built like this? Oh, this car is gonna look great. Poor Ink's car is just busted up. What I was saying though is what builds a city is the neighboring cities around it, the smaller parts that make it look bigger and all the above. There's a lot to consider. Yeah, no, I'm not building a car like this. Building at this angle is just not gonna work. We can get there. We will get there. We will get to the downtown eventually. But before that, I need. This does not feel like it's gonna work. Okay, there's potential. There's more potential. Before that, though, we need like an actual place. It's huge. This is a massive car. It's so ugly. Yeah, I'm just doing it the other way. We're just building this car normally. I don't care at this point. I am not building a car that ugly. And it's going to stay brown. Cute. The cars are so adorable. That car is cooked. That car is cooked. That car is beyond cooked. I have. It's just no good history. No good history follows with this car. Let's add the wheel markings, and then we got to add the stuff on the back and front. So we need signs. We need the. I don't remember what you. Why do I love to forget everything when I actually need to mention it? The license plates. And then buttons. So we have the front buttons, and then I'm going to do like strong red for the back because it's a darker color. So that's the back, and that's the front. There's nothing actually saying that. Like you can't tell besides for the button colors. There we go. We have 3 cars now. And this car is Ink's car. This is some dude's car that just happened to be in the Walter White studio and filming. This is what's that show called? I don't know. That's just some random dude's car. And then this is Xander's grave. So that happened. We got some history building. Xander's dead. Ink's having a mental crisis, a life crisis, and famous actors at the gas station. And then over here, there's a car parked in the garage. So I wonder what's going on with that one. And then this is just a nice, oh, what if it was their car? Yeah, no, it wouldn't be their car, right? No, we could say it is. Let's have fun with it. 3 skull emojis. I know there were different type of skull emojis, but this car, the little purple one, belongs to this family right here. And then those two other cars, Ink doesn't live here. Neither does the other one, because both these houses are for sale, not owned. And that car is still inside. Sorry, I had to stretch. Not me being cooked. It's okay. You'll resonate from the dead. You'll come back. Is resonate? I think that's the right word. You'll come back from the dead, and we'll build you a house. That will happen. You'll come back from the dead. Fun story. 100% based off a real story. On Discord. Yeah. So what's next? What time is it? It's 2:31, so we got 30 minutes before we've been streaming for 2 hours. Wow. That gas station took a ton of time. I wasn't expecting that, but I think it looks really good. It's going to fit within the rest of the city very nicely. And I'm going to have to do some research on what to build around it, because I don't know what's going in these spots here. Could probably move this road a little forward. It's a little stuck right now. So let's do that real quick. But I haven't done any research on what's going to be placed here. There we go. Oh, so I need to go find some buildings and ideas that I think fit the city and look good. And then I need to find some ideas for what those buildings are going to look like as well, because I can find what type of buildings, but I don't know what buildings. And this isn't, it's a little straighter than I wanted it to be. But to change that, it would require that I move this back. Can I do that? I should be able to, just like that. And then I can grab the entirety of it. Yeah. A little bit of silence as I try to figure this all out. They will never know. And then I need to place some grass there. Yeah, sorry for the silence. I was just trying to figure everything out, how it's going to be. So something's going to go right here. Not another house. I was hoping some really small business, but considering the size of that one, I don't know. Like if it's like right up against the parking, like no parking, kind of small, like something really tiny here. I have no idea what, but it needs to be backed up right up against this house. And what my plan was when developing this house was for this to be like the wall right here. Like maybe I can mark this out with a block. So like the wall to the building is gonna be like right there. That's the look I want to go for. But then building's actually gonna be here. It's a really small space. And so finding out what I'm going to put there is difficult, because like I can't put another gas station. Not reasonably. Realistically, I could. What's going to go right here is difficult. Nothing's going on this side, but this is going to be like what enters you into the shopping center. So it's whatever goes right there is going to be small as well, because it's the entrance once again, and it's at a weird spot because it's going to be like completely isolated except for the gas station. Right here is going to be like a bigger store. Right here is going to be probably a bigger store, but still a small store. It's just a lot of figuring out. And then there's going to be like a full set intersection, because this is a little intersection, which still doesn't have a traffic light. Maybe that's what we could do. We could build a traffic light. Who doesn't like traffic lights? I'm not like a traffic lights expert. Hold up. Oh. Yeah, I think we'll do the traffic light because we can, and it adds a lot to the city, and then we can connect like our power cables to it and whatnot, because we have that going over here. This traffic light, that's a different traffic light though. We're not building one like that. And then over here isn't going to be a traffic light. I don't think I was going to do that, because this is a main road though. It should be a traffic light. Yeah, we'll probably have to do a traffic light there. Before that, though, can I move this on the other side because it's on the wrong side? I can. And then everybody's favorite part of anything, completely made up situation. I don't know anybody who actually cares. Oh, it goes down. Oh, fun. Looks just fine. And then I need to clone it again. I don't like that I have to like clone it after we reach the spot because I don't want to replace the block, just move past it. And this replaces the block. There we go. And then I might as well clone it on the other side. So next time I end up copying and pasting this around because it still has the grass blocks here for when I copy and paste it. I'll copy and paste it with a chain so that doesn't end up going in the way. Very nice. So intersections, I guess. I have a preset saved for at least yellow light intersections, but we're not building yellow light intersections. We're going to be building white light intersections. Hopefully that makes sense when I've actually included it. But we're going to need white concrete, and then I believe a yellow banner, right? Yellow banner, and then the wool colors we need green, red, and then 2 white, like this. And then there's the little papers you use for making banners, right? Where though? I have no idea what they're called because I think they all have their own names. Are these them? I think these are. So we want this one maybe, I think. Oh, I'm doing a roundabout. That's for sure. I love roundabouts. Just don't ask me when, because I don't know when I'm going to end up being in the situation to build roundabouts. Roundabouts are easy to build. That's not the hard part. It's just being in a situation where you can because they're big, especially for Minecraft. But I am 100% doing one eventually. Okay, so this goes here, and then I believe we do green at the top, right? I haven't looked at the traffic sign in a bit. And then we put this there, and we do, yeah, it is the right one. And then we do this. There we go. Where did that go? Put that all away. Okay, white concrete, we're good. So this is the difference. We have white ones, and the other ones were orange, or they were supposed to be yellow lights, but the orange looked more accurate. So we're not doing orange because that's for like older styles and all the above. We're going to be doing white. It's still older than yellow and black, but it's, I think in like ages you got gray, then you have yellow, and then white, and then black, and then bright yellow. Like those are how you indicate how recently they're developed. For me, at least, it's different for each person. I need a sip of water. Talking this much isn't normal for me. Okay, and then I think for the actual like pools themselves, they need to be some sort of gray. It's a lot of gray though, and if I keep doing this much gray, I feel like it's gonna look off. But I'm gonna try doing this a little differently too. Not like how I normally do them, but we'll use these blocks here. I'm gonna leave it like this. Okay, I need to figure out where the lights are gonna actually go. So on this side, we're gonna need 2 lights going into here. So 2 lights. On this side, we're gonna need just 1 light going here. And same on this side, just 1 light because there's only 1 lane. So I need to find that perfect spot out. And maybe it's right here. Like that's where we could build the traffic light. And then it could go across here. And then across here. And then we could do the same thing on this side. And I want to push these ones a lot further back. And then they should be around the same height as the, what do you call these? The cable lines. I'm going to call them that. Though this being taller than the gas station is bothering. It gets right in the way of the gas station. Gorgeous. Maybe I should put them facing the other way so it doesn't do that. And now we have some stuff to cover up because I messed with it. No, I got rid of the wrong thing. I better not get rid of that banner. Put that on the side. I am not accidentally destroying that. Okay. I figured I can just copy this. I don't actually need to go through all that again. There we go. And then I can move this one over here. Moving it glitches a bit when I do this. It kind of scares me. I really hope nothing is going on, like it doesn't break when I do that. See, it acts weird. Okay, now it won't get directly in the way of the gas station. It's still gonna get in the way of the gas station, just not directly. Okay, let's work on this. The design, I don't know what to do entirely. 3. Is 3 too short? 3 seems like way too little. Maybe 5. Oh, I don't like the way slabs end up breaking. It still annoys me. 5 still seems like too little. So let's try 6. Why does it do that? See the glass just randomly in the distance? That's so random. It scares me too much. I really don't like it. There we go. I think it's good enough. Like, I don't think it's worth complaining about. Kind of looks like a crane with the way I put the little back piece there. And then we'll do... Did I do this at 4? Yeah, okay. On that side, we'll do 5 because it's smaller. In fact, we don't even need that entire part right there. So you just cut that off. And then we do the same thing on this side, but would it be easier just to like copy and paste it? Let's find it out. I actually want to know this now. Nope, it's not the better way to go about it. It did not work the way that I thought it would. So instead we'll build it normally. So 3, 4, and then 6. Wait, that's 6, yep. And then 6 again. And then 6 again. That feels like too many, so maybe just 5. And then on this side, we'll do 3 sets of 4. Had to fix that. That was bothering me. So 4, 4, and 4. There we go. And then elevate this up and do some, what do they call them? Street lights. And I'm going to do like the most classic Minecraft street light possible, which is just using these here. I kind of feel like I should texture these. I feel like it would be a good idea to texture those into looking like just like empty boxes. Sorry, I had to think for a second to how to place those. That's really tall, like next to a player. Do you see that? It's like really high up. Maybe I lower it all by 1. Huh. Gotta grab the movement tool. Actually, to move it all properly, I need these placeholders. So we can grab this and then grab that. Wait. And we just go down one block. Better. But yeah, I think you should make a texture of these someday that just it makes them like white. They're not obvious what they are. It doesn't bother me the way they are, so it's always just like a future thing I could do. Because they look just fine, and they're like, it makes it look more like Minecraft having them look like this, but at the same time, I'm not a very big fan of the way they look. I'm not, yeah, sorry, that was a little weird. Anyways, now we have stuff for streetlights, so I gotta move all this to a more proper spot. So we'll just do this slot here. And now every time we're gonna build a streetlight, we have organization for that. We have bathrooms, kitchens, and traffic lights, which I will move the traffic lights higher because it bothers me. Okay. I still need to do this though. I have to check something because it says the stream's acting a little odd. So just checking. Okay. It says everything's working out well, so I'm just going to assume my phone's the problem and not the stream. Anyways, back to actually thinking. I have to place some traffic lights now because I didn't include those. And I think I actually want room this time for some street signs. Can I do that though? Is that too close? It looks fine. Wait, why am I even doing 2? No, it doesn't look fine. I was completely wrong about that. We'll put it right there. I don't know why I'm doing 2, but I guess maybe churn signals. It's like, oh, you can't churn for some reason. I didn't look into why. Just, I guess that's what we're doing. Wrong side. That was too close. There is technically room for a 1-block street sign, which is technically the requirement for Minecraft. It's just I don't like the look. And then right here, so we can do 1, 2. Would it look better though? I feel like it would look better right there. It's because I like the look more when they're actually like hanging. Even though technically they don't all do that, they do act more like that in real ones. It's too long though. I just like this look more because they're not at the same level where you can see those two are at the exact same height and it doesn't feel as realistic. But it's fine. Anyways, we gotta put it on this side too. So here and here. We don't have anything on this side. Should we put another street light? I think I'll leave that street light out for now. Just do this. And I think that's good. I don't think I need to change that anymore. What does this do? It's just a break faster setting. Don't need that on. It is nice though when I'm trying to break things because Minecraft's breaking systems isn't the most efficient. Yeah, we did a lot today. Kind of the stream I was expecting a more slow one with less done. I thought it was going to be a shorter stream, but we technically haven't gone over 2 hours yet, and our last 2 streams are almost 3 hours, so still technically is. And then I was supposed to do this on stream. This was planned for the stream, was to finish this road out here, but it honestly might be better just do this off stream because it's going to be a pretty boring process of just wrapping this around. But then where it connects is where things get more entertaining because it doesn't obviously wrap all the way around and connect normally. That's not how clovers work. This is funny looking. I really want to increase the size of the roads. Sorry, I want them to be 4 blocks wide. I don't know how I'm going to go about doing that because changing it is going to be a really big process if I want to change all of this to 4 blocks wide. But I think I could make the road going down to downtown 4 blocks wide and just continue a 3-block wide road as we go through the smaller residential zones like this. This looks really nice. I haven't seen it from this angle before. I like it. We didn't build any houses today. What a shame. No houses tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Next stream. We're not streaming tomorrow. Yeah. So I think I'll just keep building this out until it ends up reaching 3 o'clock, and then that's where we'll end stream. Unfortunately, not the perfect place to end. I like ending stream on like a complete structure, but it's completely fine. Preferences are allowed to be broken. Huh. I was expecting there to be another white line here, not a gutter. Well, we're just going to continue tradition. I think it's best to build with just one, so just the white line, like follow it up, and then... Well, this is kind of odd. What's going on here? Why does it just change like that? It's very weirdly made. I'm not doing that. I'm doing something else. There we go. This is looking a lot better. And then if I'm not mistaken, about right there. So